Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB, and today we are right at the top of the charts of the Steam workshop. This one jumped right off the page at me, and bonus marks, it's by one of my favourite map creators as well. Look at that, how lovely. After that we'll go and have a look at this little bedsit, 2 up 2 down kind of thing, and we'll finish by going to the worst disaster that isn't in the Disasters DLC. I'll talk about that one later as well. Today's map is Donostia San Sebastian by Khanador, based somewhere around the Bay of Biscay in Spain, and my goodness me, this map is so playable. There's your start square, but you kind of expect that with Khanador. There's your resources, of course. They normally stick to vanilla-ish maps. They've gone a little bit overboard with this one by their own admission. They didn't enjoy doing it, so it says in the description. Here's your list of requirements. The requirements on the right, that's not everything. That's the essentials, but there is a collection, and if you click into the collection, you'll see a whole list of things that are required for the beautification of the map. You don't need the beautification items, the map will load fine without them if you're a bit worried about your processor's power, of course. But yes, normally Khanador stays vanilla. They've gone a little bit overboard, but they said they didn't enjoy it much, and they're going to go back to doing vanilla-ish maps. Honestly, the skill of this map maker, it really doesn't matter that much. First of all, the quality of the road laying. Look at this. So smooth and just so well thought out. Every road seems to be planned to perfection. If we head up here, see the way that you've got the merging of the lanes here, a little bit of glitching between the lanes, not too bad, a little bit of glitching there, minor stuff. And then we've got these tunnels, and if we look in there you can see them bend off. I love these tunnel assets. You can actually see further in than on the vanilla tunnels. I love it, it makes it feel real, it really does. And down in this little valley you've got a potential start location, but we're not going to look there. We're going to go back up, and instead of going through the tunnel we came from, we'll go through another tunnel, and this one here, and scoot out to this intersection on the other side. First let's have a look at that tunnel. More slight glitching between the roads, and if you look in the middle of just there, a little bit of glitching actually in the road as well. Minor gribbly stuff. You wouldn't normally notice that, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, lovely intersection, great choice, so smooth, so natural looking. We could go that way, we'll call that Route A. Remember Route A, I'll point out where that joins up in a minute. Loving the way, once again, that these 2 lots of 2 lanes merge into 2 lots of 2 lanes. Beautifully done. Again, goes without saying almost, I must say. And then we've got a little tunnel here, a vanilla tunnel, and that skips out the other side there, follows up the river and joins up with this intersection, which is right next to the fog. More slight glitching, nothing major, and I have to say, perfect bridge. Not only perfect bridge, but going into raised intersection, very clever as well. So double pat on the back there as well. Right now we're rolling through the valley, and like I say, it just feels the sort of map that you just want to get in and build on, and that's Khanador's skill. Above all other things, whenever you see a Khanador map you go, yep, I could get stuck in on that. And what can I say? That's the whole idea of the game. I mean, sometimes maps are works of art and you just have to stand and admire them. This one is just playable, as usual, playable. Yeah, another perfect bridge we just skipped over there. This intersection, look at that. Just look at it. What a great choice. Anyway, that goes up to Route A, up on the left there. We'll ignore that. We'll head over this way because we're going to another start location here. Right there by that loop and by the rail as well, which is perfect. Everything you need. And we'll head back to where we came from. That intersection, and we'll head over that river there with another perfect bridge. And then another tunnel, nicely detailed. And then up towards this tunnel here. And out the other side of that tunnel, because well, otherwise it's just a hole and not a tunnel. Tunnel has to have two openings, doesn't it really? Does it? Actually, thinking about it, maybe not. Anyway, elevated highway. Yeah, a tunnel can come back out the way it goes in. I'm just thinking like a gold mine. That has a tunnel, doesn't it? Yes, I'm talking rubbish as always. Anyway, yes, we've got two start locations on that little offshoot as well. We'll head back the way we came again. Once again, all these intersections are just so smooth. They're just like polished in. Very, very nice. This heads up towards the fog. A little bit of elevated highway. And there's your fog. Now let's have a look at the rail. What can I say with the rail? Basically, we do have 3 rail connections. We connect in the middle of the map, which you'll see in a minute. We won't look at all the routes because honestly, once you've seen to it, look, possible station here. Nice little addition there by the docks. Very nice. And like I say, the rail is very smooth. There's no climbing and there's no wending about. It's just feels like another station there. Very good. It just feels like it could be real. Very good. Very good planning. There's a tunnel through there, and somewhere up here, underneath the highway, somewhere up here we'll find a junction. Where is it? There it is. There it is. So if we head left, that'll take us out to the fog eventually. Follow that train, but no, we'll go the route that the train has come from because it's slightly more interesting. Not massively. Anyway, we've got this bridge there. There's no pillar problems underneath there. And this goes through here, and then we've got through the middle of those flyovers. Very nicely done again. No pillars in the middle. Lovely, perfect little bridge there. See, it's just simple. Sometimes simple is beautiful. And sometimes simple is me. And I is not so beautiful, but I do my best. It's the asset review. Now this one's got one of those catchy titles, but it's one of a number of series actually. Euro Cubehouse 3 Residential Level 1 by Titan. Yeah, you'll have seen Titan's work no doubt over Christmas on the Mr. Miyagi special. Did an awful lot, and it's just wonderful. Great use of the muddy decal. It just feels like a proper... Oh look, they're moving in already. A proper posh house, I must say. Ever so lovely. So anyway, a Euro Cubehouse 3 Residential Level 1 by Titan, one of a series. I'd get them all, honestly, if I was you. They're all that good. Definitely one for the collection. One for the collection. What's not for the collection is the shipping routes, because basically, well, they're fine. There's nothing going through anything. No bridges to worry about. Let's have a look over here. This one goes, oh, look, up the river. Now that's brave. Always brave going up the river. But it's fine. It goes into the port there. So you're a little bit close to the... Little bit close there. Not so bad though. Sorry if you heard my little messenger chirp. I'm loved. I'm loved. It's probably my mother. Okay, what have we got now? Water flow. Well, it's fine, okay? The water is flowing. When you get out to sea, it does slow off, but there is water movement in there, little bit. Basically, once you've evacuated your water, it's gone. There you go. It goes out, and then just enough to take it out to sea. That's all you need, surely. Right, now, look at this. I mean, first of all, trees. They feel blended. They feel like they grew in these locations. They've left the valleys completely blank, which is great because that's where you're going to be wanting to building. Not going to build so much on the slopes, and so you won't have to, you know, destroy that many trees. You know what I mean? Because obviously, if you don't bulldoze the trees, they still remain in the count. Oh, I like this little island here. Not quite a bonbon island, but once again, nice detailing on that little sandbank there with the rocks. Feels real again. Right, where are we going now? Shall we get away from the river and have a look at the mountains, maybe? Yeah, no, let's just get an overview. I mean, look at it. That's just so, I mean, you just want to build. Oh, what have we got down here? A little bit of detailing. Doesn't do anything for me, I'm afraid. That. Oh, crikey. Yes, now if we come and have a look at this little bay here. And on top of here, oh yeah, we've got the castle. Now this castle, I'm okay with it. It's quite simple. It looks like it might have been like multi-complex, very nice. I'm a little bit confused as to what this concrete platform is all about. It's fine, I can believe it being there, but doesn't do anything for me. But the castle, yeah, it works for me, just about. Up there, makes sense in that location as well. And the bay, look at the bay, lovely. Nice bit of detailing out here in the river mouth as well. We've got these rocky areas, and this rocky shingle. I do know the word for this, so I'm going to call it a breakwater. It's not a breakwater, but you know what I mean. It helps to protect the beach and the sand getting washed away by the river flow, and I like it. Very, very good. There's one more thing to see, and it's just probably the most attractive part of the entire map, and it's down here in this river mouth. It's the essential lighthouse, of course, but look at that, just look at it. Giddy aunt, lovely, love it. Aesthetically, overall the map is very nice. This little area here is a 5, the rest of the map is a solid 4, so 4 stars. Detailing, a few glitchy areas, but also look at the path leading up to the lighthouse. Those steps are way too high, and I'm going to mark you down for that as well. 4 stars also. Gameplay potential, do you know what? I just want to get stuck into this map. It is highly playable, no faults with it at all really. 5 stars for gameplay. Donostia, San Sebastian by Khanador. Today's map, the start of the week, and worth a BonBonB seal of approval in anybody's language, hey? Wow. Well, thank you very much for joining me in today's fly through. Shall we go and do something with the theme? Shall we? Oh, okay then. You guys. Right, today it's the Post-Apocolypse theme. Starting with a midday, and we'll fly through again at 7:30 PM dusk time. Today's LUTs, as always, top left hand corner is the vanilla Temperate, so that you've got something consistent to compare with. Top right hand corner, one of your voted LUTs is Definitive Vision, and then the bottom left hand corner we have Overcast Natural, and finally our guest LUT for today is CrispWarmContrast LUT, which is catchy if nothing else. So anyways, that's about it. I hope you had a really nice weekend. I didn't ask you at the start of this show whether you had a nice weekend. I'm assuming you did. I had quite a stressful one, if I'm honest with you. I basically massively overslept today, which is Sunday in my time. And I've been playing catch up with these videos all day. Normally I'm able to get stuck in nice and early, and I literally didn't have anything recorded before 3 PM, and that isn't good because I do like to get 3 or 4 videos recorded on a Sunday, and here I am heading towards midnight voicing over Monday's show. I'm going to try and get another one done before midnight, but it hasn't gone well. It's not been a good day. I had to go food shopping as well. Poor old me, eh? Poor old me. I need a Mrs. Bonbon to go food shopping for me. Any volunteers? Anybody other than you? the problem is I'm not very popular, unlike the people in today's factoids who were popular or are popular. Right, Mickey Mouse, he was so popular that in 1933 he received more fan mail than any human performer. Mickey Mouse. Goodness sake, I'm not even sure he can read. Anyway, to make their visitors feel at home, and I'm reading from a book here, I'm not saying this is fact, because I know there are different clans. Clans isn't the word, but I'm going with clans. But to make their visitors feel at home, Eskimo men used to lend out their wives. Well. Henry VIII, him with the beard and the chopping board, was so popular with his ladies-in-waiting at his court, after giving them an allowance of 2 loaves, a joint of beef and a gallon of ale each day for breakfast. Well, you could give me that for breakfast, I'll be quite happy. I'll be his lady-in-waiting. Male emus are popular with female emus because the males are the ones that incubate their eggs. Bless them. Janis Joplin, do you remember her? Oh, you're older than you look then. She used to give the makers of Southern Comfort so much free publicity that they gave her a fur coat. Popularity. The most popular collecting hobby is stamp collecting. Well, you can't lick it. Sorry. According to surveys carried out in art museums, Picasso is the most popular artist in the world. I would have gone with Stan Lee, personally. Thomas Otway was killed by the kindness of an unknown benefactor who gave him a guinea when he was starving. Otway used the money to buy a roll and then choked to death on it. I shouldn't laugh, but I have. It was estimated that during the first year of their marriage, Aristotle Onassis spent more than $20 million on Jackie Kennedy. And this was what, crikey, 30 years ago? I don't know, I'm not even checking. I'm going 30 years ago, might be a tad more. $20 million then, what's that in today's money? In 1631, Charles I fined the printers Barker and Lucas £1,000 for leaving a vital word out of their edition of the Bible. Verse 14 of chapter 20 of Exodus reads, "Thou shalt commit adultery." And 2 right too. Mao Zedong's Little Red Book became a bestseller at #2 in the world, just behind the Bible, because Mao insisted that everyone in China should have a copy. And I'm hoping that they all read it and didn't use it to prop up any wobbly table legs. Oh, how much fun. How to Be Very, Very Popular was a wacky 1955 comedy about 2 belly dancers on the run. It starred Betty Grable, who, though she was billed as the star with the $1 million legs, actually had her legs insured for $1.25 million. And that concludes today's factoids. Oh, I got in just in time. I just looked up and we're just at the farm. How cool is that? Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Click on the link on the left to see the latest video on the channel, and click on the link on the right to watch another map in the What's Map series. Click the big circle in the middle to subscribe, of course, and you should hit the notification button as well, otherwise you'll miss me. And you can also join me on Patreon at patreon.com/BonBonB. There's a map list there and everything. Great fun. See you later.